Hello everyone, so today we will be lecturing about the maturational theory by Arnold Giselle. But first is let's define maturation. So maturation is the process of growth and development that human beings go through regarding the changes that occur from birth until death. So basically the maturation is a changes that occurs in our body. The pioneer of this theory, which is the maturational theory, is Arnold Giselle. He is a American psychologist and a pediatrician. When you say a pediatrician, it is a doctor for children, and he made also significant contributions in 20th century about understanding the child development. Giselle posits that a child's development is primarily driven by intrinsic factors, particularly their genes, and unfolds in a predetermined sequence. He also believed that the growth of the nervous systems, including the brain and spinal cord, is the primary driver of development. So, basically, Giselle explained that there is a sequence or order in child development, but it depends on internal and external factors influencing them. Maturation theory is first introduced in 1925. It emphasizes the role of both internal and external factors in child development. And while he believed that internal factors, primarily maturation of the nervous system, are the primary drivers, he acknowledged that the external factors also play a significant role in shaping a child development. So according to him, the rate of children develop primarily depends on the growth of their nervous system. When you say nervous system, it is a part of our body that includes the brain, the spinal cord, and a complex network of nerves. As their nervous systems grows, their minds develops, and that's how they started to become mature. And now let's move to internal and external factors that influence the development of the children. One of the internal factors that affecting children is the genetics. As what I said earlier, genetics is the primary driver of child's development. Genes is absolutely what we inherit from our parents, right? Giselle stated that genes is one of the factors of child development. Children differently change due to genetic variations, suggesting that children are naturally developed earlier or later than others because of their genes that they inherit from their parents. So basically, what you parents have, you will get it. Like for example, when your mother, when she was young, and she develops slowly. She learns to talk at the age of 3 or whatsoever, or she learns to walk at the age of 2, 4, 5, 6, or anything. So you possibly inherit that kind of thing. The second one is the physical and mental growth. So Giselle emphasized the growth of central nervous system, which is the brain and the cord, as the primary driver. They can develop more skills and behaviors if their nervous system matures. While this growth happens in orderly sequence, which first they develop to control their head and neck, and then arms and hands, and finally they legs and feet. Next is the personality and temperament. It is one of the internal factors significantly influencing a child's development. Giselle's belief that the traits are largely influenced by genetics. As what I said earlier, genetics is what we got from our parents. Like for example, John is the extroverted child and Sarah is the introverted child. So these two has different traits that they got from their parents. That's why Giselle believed that genetics is one of the primary driver of development of the child. Next is the learning styles. Children has different strategy in learning. We must understand the differences of development of the children and provide them learning opportunities that align with the child's unique development. Diba, we are the future educators of the young children, so we must know what to do and what to do not. Our actions as the future educators can influence those children who are still developing themselves. We know that environment can impact children's development. This is why Giselle believed that external factors has also an effect to children. However, for him, genetics is the dominant factor influencing children. So, why environment? A child growing up in a home with access to books, art supplies, and opportunities for exploration will likely develop a strong interest in learning and creative expression. However, even with this stimulating environment, the child might still reach developmental milestones like walking or talking at a pace determined by their genetic that they inherit from their parents. The next one is the family background. A child raised in a family that values education, communication, and emotional support will likely develop strong social and academic skills. This nurturing environment can foster a sense of security and confidence for them. Culture can also influence children. For example, a child raised in a culture that emphasizes early independence might begin walking and talking earlier than a child from a culture that encourages more prolonged dependence on caregivers. Cultural expectations can shape the pace and direction of development, influencing how children are nurtured and what skills are prioritized. We all know how important health is. So if a child has a chronic illness, he or she might experience delays in physical development or face challenges in social interaction due to limitations imposed by their condition. Giselle recognized that health conditions could significantly impact a child's progress and require individualized support. So experiences is one of the factors influencing the development of children. A child who experiences a loving and responsive relationship with their caregivers or parents in the first few years of life is more likely to develop a secure attachment, strong social skills, and a positive self-image. Conversely, children who experience neglect or trauma might face challenges in emotional regulation, social interaction, and cognitive development.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Catherine V. Avellino. This is the continuing of Oliva Report. The cyclical spiral of development, Giselle's identified 6 stages in each cycle of development. And also, Giselle's focus on 6 stages that children continually cycle through or throughout their lives to develop motor skills, cognitive skills, language skills, and also social personal skills. First is smooth. Smooth is a stage represents a period of relative equilibrium where learning and progress is smooth. From the word equilibrium is nababalance ng isang bata o children's yung kanila body actions or kanilang learnings. Smooth is a piece of stability that children is yung bata or children is madaling makakuha o maka-access ng information on their surroundings, and also their stage that children is and also their stage that children is exposed their behaviors and learnings in their surroundings. That is the one that Giselle's include in cyclical development, or the development of one children or one children. The second that Giselle's include on the development of children is breakup. This stage marks a period of disequilibrium where learning becomes challenging and children may experience setback regressions. This is a natural part. Okay. From the word disequilibrium is hindi nababalanse ng isang bata, like for hindi nababalanse ng isang bata yung body actions niya at saka yung sa kanyang learnings, like for example education. The education is there are primary, secondary, senior high school, and also college. Children take a secondary education. The children is take a lessons, but the lessons is very difficulties in that situation, or mm, that that situation. Children's may possible to set back regressions because of very difficulties of that lesson. And also Giselle's say that this is a natural of development process of a children, while children are consolidating and consolidating or integrating skills. And that is the second Giselle's that is the second Giselle's include of development of a children's. Thirdly is sorting out. During this stage, children begin to make sense of the challenges they face on the previous stage, and they start to develop strategies for coping with them. And this stage is children is focused sa pag-combined or pag-internalizing ng mga experiences na naranasan niya during previous stage, and mas pinalalim pa niya ang pag-intindi sa kanyang sarili at sa in the world, para because of that, para mas handa siya, or para mas handa siya, strong siya sa pag face sa any challenges, difficulties of their life during the next stages. And the last is expansion. Expansion is that stage of characterized by a renewed sense of confidence and a desire to explore new possibilities. These are more open to learning and ready to take new challenges. And this stage is mas pinalawak or expansion, na para mas mapalawak yung kaalaman ng isang bata, learning ng isang bata, experience ng isang bata, para pagdating ng panahon, yung bata is ready to take challenges, any challenges, difficulties, o na maabot sa iya kinabuhi, or sa iya pag-develop as a child, or as a child, young, and so on. And that's all, ma'am. Thank you for listening.